Let me introduce you to Wimius' new DLP Pocket Projector. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Wimius Q2, a DLP Pocket Projector, a fantastic gadget that brings big screen entertainment wherever you go. Now if you're visiting this channel because you're interested in purchasing the Wimius Q2 and you've just stumbled across my channel for the very first time, then you've come to the right place, because this review is going to be a highly detailed one. I'll be showing various projection scenarios that other reviewers haven't covered. So go and make a cuppa, grab a biscuit, because this review is likely going to be the longest on YouTube. If you haven't got the time or patience to sit through this review, then I understand. I'll try to post some timestamps to the video so you can jump to the parts that you're interested in. First off, let's talk about the design. The Wimius Q2 boasts an all-aluminum body that screams premium quality. It's sleek, it's durable, and it's incredibly portable, fitting into your bag or pocket effortlessly. The craftsmanship here is top-notch, providing a luxurious feel to this compact device. So we have one user manual. We have one UK power adapter, which is good because I'm from the UK. We have another accessories box here. What's in this box? This is your remote. This looks to be like a HDMI to mini HDMI cable, which it is. So we have a full-size HDMI on one end and a mini HDMI on the other. And this is a USB to DC power cable, so this is for charging the projector. So let's get this little machine out of the box. Oh wow. This little machine has amazing build quality with its all aluminum body. It feels solid in the hands and has a premium feel. And this is a fantastic design. Look at this. A little lens cover switch. Excellently designed. The craftsmanship on this machine is absolutely outstanding. So this is the headphone jack. You've got one USB port and your power input. On the side here we've got your HDMI port and the power on button. Beautiful design. And on the left hand side you have your focus wheel. And on the back here we've got your IR receiver for your remote. This product feels so good in the hands. I think whoever buys this machine will have no complaints in terms of build quality, because it's exceptional. So having a look on the top of the projector, we have all these touch sensitive buttons. So these are your volume keys. This is your touchpad button and your OK button. This is your home button. This is your back button. and this is your menu button. It's such a lovely, well-built little machine. It's amazing how far we've actually come in technology when we can fit a whole projector in one's pocket. It's absolutely incredible. For reference, look how big my phone is compared to this projector. So this is the power adapter next to it. As you can see, it's almost the same size. This is my Samsung S21. And this is my Google Pixel 6. And if you are wondering how small this is compared to Wimius's other P61 portable projector, then let me show you. And now for the pocket test. Sure does, with plenty of room to spare. Now this is the built-in stand. This is also made of solid metal. And it adjusts a little, but if you adjust it too high and too far forward, the projector will topple, so you have to find a nice middle balance. But I would highly suggest mounting this projector onto a mini tripod. Yes, this stand is removable, despite the many YouTube reviews that says it isn't, complains about it, or just don't even mention there's a mounting hole in the bottom. The stand rotates 360 degrees, as you can see, and this is how you remove the stand. There is a piece of metal just here, like a little lever. If you push this and turn it anti-clockwise, and it unscrews, just like that. There we go, and there's your mounting hole. So now we can mount this projector to any stand of our choosing, which is fantastic. I use a Manfrotto mini tripod, so I'll show you this now. This is the Manfrotto mini tripod that I use. This can be purchased on Amazon for around £20. And you can adjust it to various angles, and it's very sturdy. But this mini tripod isn't suitable for ceiling projection, so you will need another tripod so you can point it back further to project the beam onto the ceiling. This particular tripod is limited in its movement, but the original stand that the projector comes with does allow you to ceiling project. But you can still rotate it 360 degrees, and it does have quite a lot of movement, just not enough to project it onto the ceiling. Now I want to point out or remind you again that the HDMI port on this projector is not a full-sized HDMI port, it's a mini version. So if you want to connect your Fire Stick, your Google Chromecast, Roku, etc., you will need a mini HDMI to full-sized HDMI female cable. I purchased this U-green cable for around £10. And this allows me to connect all my other devices as you usually would. So you just plug the small end into the mini HDMI port and you connect the Fire Stick in the other end. There we go, it's as easy as that. All we need to do is add the power cable into the Fire Stick and then we're good to go. Here's a little suggestion. If you want to protect your Wimius Q2 whilst you're storing the projector, or for when you're travelling, I've found the perfect case for it. You can purchase one of these universal power adapters that come with a case and it fits the projector perfectly. Let me show you how cool this is. And now your projector is safe and sound. And now we have the projector all set up. Now let's test the fan noise. Now let's turn this projector back off and see how long it takes to get to the operating system. I'm now turning the projector on. So the projector booted up at just over a minute, which is the longest boot up across all the Wimius models. This is most likely down to the projector loading the Android operating system at the same time, so that's to be expected. But hopefully a future update can make it quicker. So the user interface on this projector is very nice, it looks very clean. Down the bottom here we have Source, Home, Favorites, Apps, Movies, Music, Media, eShare and Settings. If we go into your network section, this is where you find your wireless network and enter your password. The Wi-Fi on this projector has excellent range and it supports the 2.4 and 5 GHz frequencies, which is what I like to see. In the Bluetooth section, this is where you pair your Bluetooth devices such as your Bluetooth headphones, speakers, soundbars, etc. And as you can see, the Bluetooth is quite good on this machine as well. This projector has a long list of languages, as you can see. In the projection settings, we have projection mode. We have 4 options: rotate ceiling, rotate rear ceiling, front and rear. So if you're mounting your projector onto a ceiling, you will need to come into these settings and change them accordingly. Then we have your auto keystone setting. So if you have this set to auto, when you first power on the projector, it will automatically keystone for you. Also, if you knock or decide to move the projector at any point, the projector will automatically correct itself. Then we have your 4-point manual keystone correction, so you can make fine adjustments if you need to. And as you can see, we have a good level of correction. Then we have your brightness adjustment with 3 settings: high, medium and low. Depending on what level of brightness you have the projector set at, if running off the internal battery, you will get different battery life run times according to the brightness level you have it on. More on this later in my review, because I've tested each level of brightness and displayed battery run times later on in my video. Then we have your zoom setting, where we can decrease the size of the display or change the aspect ratio. Then we have prevention of accidental contact, so we can have from 30 seconds to 30 minutes. Then we have your application settings. So this is where all your Android files are and all the apps that you have installed. What really sets this projector apart from the rest of the competition is Wimius have provided a 32GB of onboard storage, which is great. So we should be able to fit most of our streaming applications we generally use in day-to-day life. But there is only 1GB of RAM, so you may find apps tend to hang or lag for a while. And where this is an old Android 7 operating system, you might find some apps are not compatible anymore. In my testing, I found quite a lot of apps that wouldn't download, or when they did download, they wouldn't play on this machine. You may be able to sideload other apps onto this machine over Wi-Fi or USB, so that's definitely worth looking into. If you buy this machine and you have found a way of installing a more up-to-date operating system onto this machine without bricking it, please let me know, because I would love to install Android 9 or 10 on this machine myself. We can also create a portable hotspot on this machine, which is fantastic. In the display settings, we can change the size of the font, which is great. But my main reason of going into this setting is so you can see how crisp the text is displaying on this projector. So this projector will definitely be good for business presentations. I've only downloaded 2 applications so far, and as you can see 7.96GB have been used out of 32GB. Most of the apps come pre-installed. And as you can see, we have 1GB of RAM and 525MB of RAM remaining. In this section we can do a system update. I've checked for updates, but there's no available updates at the moment. But as you can see, we're running on Android 7.1.2. To make the projector work in the App Store, you need to go to your account settings here and enter your email and password, and then once you're all logged in you'll be able to download all the apps. If you want to know the details about this machine, you just go into About the Machine section, and there's all your details. And we'll try an over-the-air update, but as you can see there's no updates yet. So if I go to My Apps, these are all the pre-installed apps. And if I go to the Google Play Store, we have various apps that we can download. Once obviously you've entered your Google account. There's also a mouse button on the remote control, so if you press this, it's in the top right hand corner, you can move the mouse about on the screen. And you can also move the mouse about using the trackpad on top of the projector, which is great. So that was the brief look at the Android operating system. Now I'm going to load up YouTube and we're going to take a look at some video footage to see what this projector's image clarity is like. Now onto the screen resolution. The Wimius Q2 offers a native resolution of 480p. While not as high as Wimius's other home cinema projectors, it still delivers surprisingly sharp and vibrant visuals. However, it's important to note that this projector isn't meant to compete in terms of picture quality with Wimius's higher end models. Its 480p resolution is less than half what you'd find in their full-sized home cinema projectors. The 480p resolution might seem low on first impressions compared to 1080p projectors, but this resolution is on par with all the other pocket projectors on the market. I researched all the pocket projectors I could find, the ones that you could actually fit in your pocket, and not the bigger ones that are still classed as a pocket projector. They are all 480p resolution. If you do happen to find a 1080p resolution one that's the same size as this projector, I would love to hear about it. Please tell me the make and model in the comment section below, and I will reach out to the company to see if I can get one on the channel for testing. But as you can see, we're now projecting on an 80-inch screen, and the image is more than watchable with this resolution. The screen looks bright, we have excellent screen uniformity with edge-to-edge brightness across the whole frame, and the colours look great. Admittedly not as accurate as Wimius's other projectors, but they have a lot more anti-lumens and more pixels to make the colours pop more. Not only that, at present the Q2 offers no picture presets or any way to adjust the colours. But after speaking with Wimius, they tell me they are launching a new product line of Wimius Q2s due for a release this December. They will be upgraded with a new set of chips inside the projector, which should offer more colour options in the future. So here comes the lighting test. The projector is fully charged. As you can see, the light's on blue. Let's run the projector on the highest brightness level to see how long the battery life lasts. As you can see, we're on the highest brightness level. So I run this projector for as long as it takes before we experience the battery warning sign. And as you can see, it was 1 hour and 7 minutes. Now let's do the same again for the medium brightness level. And as you can see, we've got 1 hour and 32 minutes. And let's do the same test for the lowest brightness level. And as you can see, we're on the lowest brightness level. And now we just got the 15% battery remaining warning sign. So let's now check the times. Which is 2 hours and 26 minutes. So on the lowest brightness we should easily get through a whole film without the battery dying, which is great. So I have my Xbox Series X all connected to the projector. Let's see what it's like for gaming. This projector's handling motion really well. Very good in fact. All the sound that you hear is coming out of the projector as well. Well, it's handling motion very well. The 60Hz refresh rate is brilliant. You can definitely tell the difference from 30Hz machines, that's for sure. Now all the sound from now on will be coming out of the projector. Wow, this is very good for gaming. Very responsive. Yep, it's turning when I'm turning. There's no input lag whatsoever. Oh, this is fantastic. This is really good. Very responsive. Turns on the button when I want it to turn. Oh yeah, this is very good. The 60Hz refresh rate is fantastic. You notice a massive performance jump from the 30Hz machines. And for a pocket projector that's running off an internal battery and it has no lag in performance, that's astonishing. Yeah, I'm loving this. This is great. I'm quite surprised with this little machine. Admittedly, the image doesn't look as crisp and as sharp as the 1080p projectors, but that's to be expected. But for gaming, wow. Yeah, it's a massive performance jump. The 60Hz helps a lot. And my Xbox is also set to 60Hz 1080p. And it's accepting that signal fine. But obviously we're only be getting 480p resolution here. But the performance on this machine is excellent. It's handling motion very well. Yeah, I was happy with the projection performance of a driving game. It was very responsive. Quite happy with that. So now let's do an FPS lag test. We'll fire a couple of bullets and see what the responsiveness is like.
Total control. Capture all zones to score.
That seems very good to me. Yeah, that's very responsive. Yeah, you can definitely play FPS games on this projector. Handling motion very well as well.
Your team has total control. You've got new zones incoming.
I'll do a motion test in a minute. I'll stop and spin round in circles.
New zones are ready for capture. An ally's capturing a zone. A friendly's capping a zone. An ally has captured a zone. The enemy is capturing a zone. Your team is close to total control. An ally has
Right, here we go, motion test.
wheels en route. A friendly's capping a zone.
Yeah, that seems pretty spot on to me. So in summary, the Wimius Q2 Pocket Projector is a remarkable piece of technology that combines portability, ease of use and good performance. One of its biggest standout features is the ultra short throw ratio, which means you can project crystal clear images from a very short distance, which makes it ideal in confined spaces such as caravans, campervans and RVs where every inch matters. Whether you're parked at a scenic campsite, nestled in a caravan or cruising in your RV, this projector fits seamlessly into your lifestyle. So if you're looking for the most portable projection solution, the Wimius Q2 is definitely a top contender. So that's it for today's review. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more projector reviews. Thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you in the next video.